Howdy folks, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be taking a look at some secret unreleased Halo Reach test maps that have now been included in the recently released Halo Reach mod tools. So, these maps will probably look very familiar to you if you've seen my video on the Halo 3 test maps. So, let's just get right into it and take a look at what they're like in Halo Reach. So, the first one, just like in Halo 3, is just called Box. And this is pretty much the exact same Box test map from Halo 3. Except there are a few differences in the Halo Reach version. I mean, like, there's no sky, it's all just pitch black up there. But aside from that, there's also these three objects. I'm not even sure what they are, what they're called, but they're there on the map, and that they weren't there on Halo 3. And then the other difference is here, underneath these structures, we have some literal RGB lighting underneath. No, it's not like the chroma effects or anything from, like, you know, all the PC parts that have like RGB lighting on them. It's just literally three lights, red, green, and blue. But aside from that, the rest of the map is the same as Halo 3. And like I said in that video for the Halo 3 test maps, the box map could be used as like a interesting like 1v1 map or something like that. Next up, we have a map called Lighting Reference, and again, it features the Coliseum, just like in Halo 3. And a bunch of material tests in the middle, but this one is different. We have this little familiar object there, just like in Halo 3. We have a couple warthogs here. Can't drive them around, but can use the machine gun turret. And all these material tests. The Halo 3 version has quite a lot of them as well, except they don't have like those objects floating on top of them, like the cube, the spheres, and the cylinders. So the Halo Reach one has a lot more, and a lot more to them. And there's a lot more materials too. In fact, that one material I looked at like at first, I'm not even sure what it was. It looked like human skin or something. It was quite odd. And then we also got a bunch of elites spawn. There's a ghost around here. On the other side is more elites. Another warthog, but same thing, can't drive it. All these rooms are still here, just like in Halo 3, except they're darker compared to the Halo 3 version. But with night vision, we can see in them. But there's just nothing in them anyways. And then the sun is like a black hole on this map, but the railing, just like Halo 3, not solid. So that's it for the Coliseum portion. Now once we go outside, again, there are some differences with the Halo 3 version. For example, there's a random longsword floating out here. It's not solid, and the textures are pretty low res, I think. And unlike the Halo 3 version, there's actually water out here. On Halo 3, it was just like nothing out there. Of course, it's fake water here, but you know, it's better than the Halo 3 version. The cave has less stuff than the Halo 3 version, just like less objects here and there. But aside from that, the rest of this map is pretty much identical to the Halo 3 version. I think the sky is a little bit different out here, but that's about it as far as differences go with the Halo 3 version of Lighting Reference. Obviously, you know, these are all test maps, so they're meant to test a certain thing. Like in this case, that map was supposed to test lighting, and then the first one was just a box test map. And now this next map is called Sound. In Halo 3 it was called Audio, so the map name has changed. And the Halo Reach version is a lot bigger and has a lot more to it. But if you remember from the Halo 3 version, basically the entire map is just to test the sounds of different material types. So you can see the name of the material type is written on the ground. You know, it'll say like tough organic or tough terrain and stuff like that, or like it'll be like hard metal, something like that. And when you walk over it, or you shoot it, or you drive something over it, it'll make a different sound based on what the material is. But this time, the map, well, I mean, the structure is a lot better than the Halo. The Halo 3 was just like a big rectangle. This one is actually like a whole like special structure, and there's even like a moat of water, so it could test the sounds underwater and like or in water and stuff like that. And there's also like vehicles and weapons placed everywhere, and more interactive doors and stuff. Just all this stuff to test the sounds a lot better than the Halo 3 version. So yeah, this version of sound compared to the Halo 3 audio map, it's a big improvement, and there's a lot more to it. But there you guys have it. Those are the only three unreleased test maps included in the Halo Reach mod tools. And by unreleased, I do mean like in the official MCC game. Obviously, these are technically officially released in the mod tools. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, then as always, make sure to leave a like. I'll leave thoughts in the comments. If there's me check a link to, just let me know down below. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.